And Nnamdi Obanya joins me this morning, and thank you for coming on today. But it is indeed one of those days with a broad grin or smile, because the Super Eagles, that was the first one I picked up in the Guardian today. Ahmed Musa, it's been a long time he got us a goal, and a very crucial goal.
Yeah.
Fantastic outing the Super Eagles had.
Yes, and in more ways than one. Most people would not know how well we played that match and how much we dominated. I think Nigeria won that match when they played Mexico. Because against Mexico, what we saw was Nigeria testing the second option. If your Victor Moses, your Emenike's were not there, what's your fallback plan? And in this match, we had, except Eyama, who came in for Ejide, who started against Mexico, same defense, Ambrose, Echejile, Obabona, Omero. In the midfield, it was Onazi, Mba, but Mikel came in for Ugu, who started. We had Ahmed Musa, and instead of Akpala, we had Ahmed Musa, but we still had Udu Amadi starting, and Brownie there up front. So only 3 changes from the team that started against Mexico, which was not Nigeria's starting 11. And this is still not Nigeria's starting 11, but it shows that the squad is quite deep, and they had some time training together for that match, which is why, despite arriving in Nairobi on Tuesday, they were able to dominate the Kenyans.
How did we do that? Because normally, that would have been a problem. We saw that some time ago when Barcelona traveled by road because of that hitch they had. They played Inter Milan and they lost that game by 2 goals in it. But here the Super Eagles were able to manage it.
Well, I think two reasons. One is that they played that friendly against Mexico in Houston. Houston is warm. It's not, the temperature difference was not different at all. The difference than Kenya would have been altitude. The Kenyans took us to a pitch, or I don't know what they did to their pitch, but there were so many patches of sand. It was very, very ridiculous. In fact, Ahmed Musa's goal involved a bit of acrobatics with him jumping over a patch of sand on the pitch. He nearly missed his chip, dodging a patch of sand. It was a very, very terrible pitch. But luckily for us, a lot of the boys there, your Bobonas and coah, as well as your Umbas, are playing on pitches like that day in day out in the Nigerian professional football.
More like being at home.
So it was a waste of time trying to bring such a pitch. Mikel, we saw him play differently from what he plays at Chelsea. He was more direct. He was more comfortable. He wanted the ball. He was more with the ball. Onazi, once again, was fantastic.
The boys wanted this.
Box to box style. They wanted it. Udu Amadi has become day by day, he's becoming a capable replacement for Victor Moses. Any day we don't have him. And it's still that same formation that switches. And I think that's what the Kenyans couldn't get. When we're defending, it's a 4-5-1. When we're in position, it's a 4-2-3-1. When we're attacking you, it's almost a 4-3-3. So they didn't even know where to start or where to hold the Nigerians. Kudos to Stephen Keshi on that one. I think his man management skills have brought some confidence to the team. We saw against Mexico, our midfield was dominated, so there was no real shield for the defense. So the defense was always under pressure. In this match, Nigeria took the defense. Yes, Kenya is not a top side in the world, but you still have to go away and get those wins, and Nigeria did it.
Yes, they may not be a top side, but on the back of the kind of game we had in Calabar and how we got that draw, this was a well-deserved one.
Well, I think if you remember, that game in Calabar was the first in this series of matches we played with what I would call our bench, our team B. It was the first in a series of matches where we didn't have the full complement of players we wanted to execute our matches. But that side has gotten better with time and can only get better with the addition of those who are injured or out. Ahmed Musa, we know he had a not too good Nations Cup, but after helping his side to win the double in Russia, I guess his confidence is on the high. He had missed a lot of crosses. A lot of crosses hadn't connected. So that one, the Kenyans, I think they were waiting for the cross again. Came in, skipped past his man. He was vintage Ahmed Musa. Skipped past his man, chipped the on-rushing keeper. It could have been worse. Udu Amadi got rid of his defenders easily and missed an open chance. We had Brownie there also guilty of missing chances. That match could comfortably have been anything from 2 to 4-0 because the Kenyans were not even creating.
Wow.
They were not even getting on the ball.
What went wrong for them? Because, what would have thought that they would have been upbeat for this? Their Minister of Sport has said they were going to defeat the Super Eagles by 1-0. They went on holiday to beat the Super Eagles, but at the end of the day,
I think what wasn't enough. In Calabar, Nigeria was complacent. And so the Kenyans assumed that that's the level of Nigerian football. So this was a sort of reaction So what happened in Calabar? The Nigerians now went there with a chip on their shoulder. Like, okay, these Kenyans can surprise you. We don't want to be surprised. And so they kind of overplayed the football and didn't even give Kenya a look. And it was just that most people couldn't watch it because we still have this issue of CAF TV rights, and we don't know in the Super Eagles marketing who handles our TV rights. Normally from the beginning of the year, we should have allocated TV rights to local companies. Say any Super Eagles match, it should have been purchased, it should have been sold on or franchised to people. We don't have any of that. So a lot of these matches, we still have more like that we're going to miss if we keep depending on satellite.
The NFF should be the ones handling and talking about this.
Yes,
so
the media, their media arm should be media marketing arm should be handling this. In fact, they should have not only purchased the rights, they should have even sold to sponsors and corporate bodies before because the football calendar, you know it from the beginning of the year. FIFA is like that, you know it from the beginning of the year. Yes, one or two changes might come, but it's never too much. For Nigeria, the next thing now is they're on their way to Windhoek. They'll be hosted by the Nigerian High Commissioner today. Typical Nigerian style, we always have to throw a party after every win. But you know, if they get the 3 points against Namibia and Malawi and Kenya play a draw, or Kenya win that match, we're through to the next round of qualifiers. And we need to keep churning out wins, because you know this seeding and ranking system to prevent yourself from being put in a group that will have Ghana and Cote d'Ivoire at the same time. Yes, you have to beat the best to get there, but you know you don't want to be a victim of a lowly ranking where you have some groups that might have Algeria, Eritrea, Djibouti or something funny. Then you now have 3 powerhouses in one group. We want to avoid that.
What does it say about the depth of the squad? Because Keshi got it right this time around, so he must have been doing something. And because we heard him say time and again that all we're going for is total victory.
Yeah,
he got something right.
I think it's the man for man he's trying to do. He's trying to get to show where everybody has a replacement, and in the defense, where I'm not too sure of any of the other characters, well, except Solomon Kwambe, who can come in at left or right back to replace Echejile or Ambrose. And in that defense, Obabona and Ambrose can swap between central defense and right full back. Apart from that, goalkeepers, we have 3. Inyama, Ejide, and Agbim. We are sure of that. We have 3. Odu Amadi has shown that, okay, take out Victor Moses, I'll come in. Ide has been standing in for Emenike. We saw Akpala do the same thing. We know that Ahmed Musa is still there. We know we still have Kalu Uche. We have Ike Uche still on the sidelines. In the middle, Mikel didn't play against Mexico, but that Ogu was the revelation in that one. Mumba has turned himself from a revelation to a mainstay in the team now. In fact, it's almost worrisome if you don't see Mba's name on the team list. And then we have Onazi, and we still have Fengo Ogude, who was brought in late in that match when we wanted to lock things up. So we have a complement of people that can replace each other and can swap it around. Right now, Keshi has 18, 19 players who he can count on and knows that, okay, these are the people that can execute matches for me from now till the end of the World Cup if we do qualify. So I think it's a good mix right now. And the good thing is with each day, local league players know they have chances. We're seeing more of them trying to break in. On the foreign scene, we're finding out more and more people every day. So, by and large, it can only get better. My main fear now is that we'll have the problem we always have, which is administrative interference. That has always been.
We haven't seen much of it lately.
We haven't seen much of it lately. I think Keshi's resignation after the Nations Cup shook things up a bit, and everybody's afraid of getting burnt again. You know, because he came out and he named names. Or the sports minister did this, the technical committee vice chairman did this. He came out and he called names. So nobody wants their name anywhere again. Nobody wants to have to explain themselves again.